For England, the manager is Nicky Budd. The players are number 1, Emma Adams, number 3, Alex Drew, number 4, Hannah Bray, number 5, Alice Cranwell, number 6, Fini Ruiz, number 7, Bex Jordash, number 8, Lucy Delaney, number 9, Amelia Miller, number 10, Ellie Hillier, number 11, Liv Wimpany, number 12, Tilly Shires, number 13, Taya Jackson, number 14, India Rose May, number 16, Zoe Parker, number 19, Freya Savage, number 20, Mimi Ruiz, 23 is Zoe Thirsch, and number 33 is Hannah Thurston.
Hi, lineup for Australia today. Number 1, Steph Kelly. Number 2, Esther Lavelle. Number 3, Beck Lane. Number 4, Brianna Richards. Number 6, Sasha Polnitz. Number 7, Hayley Fuss. Number 8, Eliza Morgan. Number 9, Kari Somerville. Number 10, Ashton Hiron. Number 11, Sarah Smith. Number 12, Sian Muffet. Number 13, Rebecca Steer. Number 14, Theo Quass. Number 15, Bridget Hogan. Number 16, Audrey Fittall. Number 17, Eleanor Bishop. Number 18, Olivia Parker. And number 20, Rhiannon Panting.
Okay, before we introduce ourselves here, I think I'll just rewind here a little bit and let you know the coaching staffs for both the squads. The head coach of England is Nicky Budd. Assistant coaches are Alex Carnegie-Brown, Michael Molster, the statistician Bobby Jackson, manager Kate Matchimer. Physio is Emma Dumphy, and the medical practitioner is Chichi Ezewuzi.
And the coaching team for Australia, head coach Trish Adams, assistant coaches Beck Banyard and Caitlin Ryan, Jen Adams, manager Carly Hack, physio Scott Smith, and medical practitioner Meg Barnett.
And now we're into the national anthems. And now the national anthem for Australia. And there you have the national anthems. And as the Australian team cross over to exchange gifts with the England squad, it's our chance to introduce ourselves. My name's Dave Simpson. I'm the head coach of the Scotland national team, the senior squad. We're in preparations for the European Championship to begin next week in Czech Republic. And I'm really proud to share the microphone with Ilse Stott. Ilse Stott is the women's director here at Lacrosse Scotland. She's been in 2 World Championships, several European Championships. She's currently the captain of the Scotland national senior squad. Ilse, how are you?
I'm fine, Dave. Thanks very much for that introduction. Just such an exciting day here. Absolutely amazing to welcome such high standard lacrosse to Edinburgh. This is the culmination of an incredible 10-day tournament, and the weather is doing us proud. We have the sun has come out for this all-important bronze medal match between England and Australia.
Just a mention of the weather, Ilse. We've described the weather here as very Scottish, meaning it can change every 5 minutes. Right now it's shining sun.
Today with a great crowd we've got here in front of us. You maybe can't quite see on your pictures, but the commentary box here is right behind the England fans, who are certainly making themselves known, and they gave a rousing rendition of the national anthem. Australian fans also in good voice just down the other end from us, and I think the nerves will be jangling now for both teams, but they'll just be ready to get out onto the pitch and leave it all there.
I should make mention there is a large crowd here and a very vocal crowd. However, from your camera view, there they are. However, from your camera view, you will see some empty stands on the far side, or nearly empty stands. Those are for officials and teams only, so fans are not allowed to sit in that area. So they're only about half full, but that does not give you the sense of how crowded it is here and how noisy it is here. So terrific atmosphere for lacrosse.
And I had the privilege of commentating this same fixture in the pool stage of this tournament, which Australia ended up winning 14-13 after multiple overtimes. And in my mind, that was the best game of the tournament so far. Incredible standard of lacrosse on that day. We just hope for something similar today.
Both of these teams have had multiple overtime matches during this tournament. However, they were quite early on, and they've had a rest day. So, of course, there will be accumulated injuries. Of course, there will be accumulated fatigue. But both of these teams are coming out fairly fresh and strong, I think, coming into the championship round. Number 10 of Australia, Ashton Huron, it should be said, has accumulated cards, so she is not available for this fixture. And we're setting up here for the first draw. I'll turn it over to Ilse for the first play-by-play.
So first draw, Hannah Bray in the draw for England, Kari Somerville for Australia. Great start there off the draw from England. Amelia Miller there coming up with a brilliant first draw for England. And they have the first chance to attack. Alice Cranwell runs into some Australian pressure. And in fact, Australia have turned the ball over there. Eleanor Bishop coming up with the ball. Eleanor Bishop transitioning, sees a spot to goal, decides not to shoot, takes the ball behind. Australia will build an attack. Finding Theo Crass at the top. Kari Somerville to Sarah Smith. Facing up to England captain Emma Adams. Attempted interception by the goalkeeper, just not made, but Mimi Ruiz very active in the England goal. Theo Crass will pick up the loose ball for Australia and get back over that line to the safety of her attacking end.
Well, these are both mature teams, aren't they? Also, they're in no rush to score here. They're only going to take high percentage opportunities. Nice crease roll there. Saved by the England keeper, number 20, Mimi Ruiz. Possession to England.
Great early save from Mimi Ruiz. That'll give her confidence. She got her angles all right, watched her post there on the crease drive, made no mistake with that one. England have the chance now to clear from the back. Alice Cromwell to India Rose May. India Rose May into the attack. And now the ball is with England captain Liv Wimpenny. She moves it on to Hannah Bray. Hannah Bray to Alex Drew. Alice Cromwell now. Oh, great check by the Australian defender on the attempted pass, but the loose ball is broken to England.
Well, ball's going to ground quite a bit here at the beginning. A bit of jitters coming out. These are young players we have to remember, so you know, sometimes it takes a couple minutes to get into the flow of the game and start getting better, get their best stick skills going.
Yeah, they'll definitely be a little bit nervous, but once everyone's had a couple of touches on the ball, they'll feel much better. Here's Alex Drew. First goal of the game for England. Brilliant shot by Alex Drew. Alex Drew enjoys that left-handed crease drive, and certainly she made no mistake there. Cutting inside one, left-handed shot, meeting the Australian goalkeeper. Eliza Morgan. Just showing you a replay of that goal now. Great cut inside by Alex Drew, nice dodge. Great celebration too. Brilliant start from England. England 1, Australia 0.
Really nice shot across the body there. Found space in the back of the goal. Here's the next draw. Draw being such an important part of lacrosse. We often say that the team that gets the most draws wins the game. Not always true, but it's true enough that we make it an emphasis in our coaching. And this is draw control to number 60, Audra Call from Australia. Number 7, Hayley Fuss carrying up the pitch. And Australia are into their attacking zone. Stephanie Kelly with the ball just now. Gets a nice look to number 9 inside. Couldn't find a lane to go. Good crashing defense there from England. There was a slow flag on the play, however, so as she did not shoot, that foul will be enforced. She'll be brought out to the top for a free position goal. Carrie Somerville. Amelia Miller committing the foul, being put behind. She gets a look at goal. And on the rebound, Emma Adams comes up with it. Back through Ina Rui. Well, on paper, there's not much between these teams, and that's kind of how it's playing out so far, isn't it, Ilse?
Yeah, absolutely. Really tight starts. A couple of really big moments in defence for England, though. Good blocks. They'll be very happy with how this game has started. But both teams settling into it now. Less handling errors. Some space now for Hannah Thurston at the top. Finds Freya Savage. Taya Jackson thinking about the feed, just not on. Hannah Thurston to Lisa Delaney. Good quick ball movement by England. Isolating some space for Liv Wimpenny. Liv Wimpenny, England's leading goal scorer of this tournament. Always a threat, so Australia will be very wary of her. Here she is again on the ball. Moving the ball to Alex Drew. Lucy Delaney at the top, cuts back inside.
England are posting up Liv Wimpenny, and they've just fed it into her. Nice turn, nice shot.
Brilliant goal by England. Liv Wimpenny posting up in the hole. Something they were practicing in the warm-up. The ball into her body. Totally comfortable taking the ball there at head height, spinning, making no mistake with that shot. England 2, Australia 0. Great start for England. We're just watching a replay of that goal now. Brilliant take on the low feed from Liv Wimpenny.
Well, with the player of Wimpenny's talent, if you can get the ball to her in that area, it's really hard to keep the ball out of the goal.
Almost impossible for the defence to get a check on that feed. Really, the only option is really to mark her ball side on that occasion, but the Australia defender just got the wrong side there.
So 2-0 to England, 25 minutes, 16 seconds remain. Draw control to number 11, Wimpenny of England. It's a game of momentum, women's lacrosse, and you'd have to say England had the run of play just now. Wimpenny holding up top.
So it looks like Australia are doing a face guarding job on England's number 12, Tilly Shires. Audrey Fittall it is who has that job at the minute, so Tilly Shires just off shot here, but has come over the restraining line to free up another England player over the line, Amelia Miller. Sensible play there by England. Taking the face guarding defender out of the defensive end. Liv Wimpenny eludes the defensive pressure. Slide comes in from Theo Quass. Hannah Thurston at the top. Hannah Thurston out wide to Taya Jackson.
So we're playing 66
Alex
just
Drew
now with Tilly
feeds
Shires
into
being
Hannah
face
Thurston, but the
guarded
ball
and,
goes
and
down.
standing well out to the side.
Good ground ball by Sarah Smith, and Australia can clear through their goalkeeper to number 13, Rebecca Steer. Oh!
It's like a crease violation call. The pass, the England fans thought the ball might have gone into the goal there as she stumbled as she caught it. But it was a crease violation. It's ball to England. Free run at goal here. And Alex Drew converts. Her second goal of the match. We're now 3-0 to England, 23 minutes, 25 seconds remaining.
Australia getting themselves into all sorts of difficulty there at the back. And made to pay by England's Alex Drew. Good finish.
Here's the replay. Nice finish there from Alex Drew. Well, each team are given 2 timeouts for the entirety of the match, and one of the ways that we as coaches will use timeouts is to try to break momentum when things aren't going our way. Very early in the match for Australia to use the timeout, but at some point here they've got to put a stop to this run.
Tilly Shires there with the draw control for England. England on top in all areas this game so far, and they need to keep the pressure on Australia. Amelia Miller down the left touch line, and she's fouled. Back with Liv Wimpenny at top left. She plays in Alice Cranwell at the top. Bex Jordash back to Liv Wimpenny.
England used a system of calling in their plays with numbers on cards on the sidelines. Currently they're calling play number 22. All the players will have seen this. Number 9, Amelia Miller, comes up with the ball.
Great work by Amelia Miller on the ground ball. And England will just take a bit of time, show some composure in the attack here. Moving the ball quickly, Bex Jordash, and there is a whistle for an off-ball foul here by the Australian defence. So Tilly Shires is still being face guarded by the Australian defence, but there's been a foul there off the ball, and England will have the 11-metre penalty opportunity through Alice Cranwell. She moves the ball off.
Didn't like what she saw in the free position there. As coaches, we want to maintain possession. We don't want to take low percentage shots. I think it was wisely done there.
Liv Wimpenny from the top. Great trailing check there by the Australian defender, but England pick up the loose ball again. Tilly Shires now, first chance to have a run from the top. Bex Jordash will pick up the loose ball behind. Plays in Lucy Delaney. Delaney out to Taya Jackson now, up the top. England moving the ball quickly. Australia defence pressuring out quite high up. Playing man on man at the minute, the Australian defence. Here's Liv Wimpenny from the top again. Runs into traffic. Oh, Liv Wimpenny brilliantly running her way out the double team. Firing a shot low into the bottom left-hand corner. England 4, Australia 0.
Well, you can't fault the Australian defense there. Wimpenny was double teamed and even triple teamed in there, and she found enough space to get a shot off the goal. Really nice finish. 4-0 to England. 20 minutes, 50 seconds. And a timeout has been called. I assume it's Australia.
I think the Australian defence will be a bit unhappy with that, Dave. Initially the double-triple team was on. It looked like Liv Wimpenny was pulling the ball out, so the defence backed off, and then she drove again, attacking the same space. Really good play by Liv Wimpenny. Her second goal of the game.
Coming into this match, Wimpany's had a terrific tournament, 24 total points on 15 goals, 9 assists. And she's made her impact on this match with 2 goals. So, Elsa, what do you reckon the Australian coaches are talking about with their squad just now?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is get the draw. England have dominated on the draw so far, and it's allowed Australia to have very little in terms of possession. I think they'll be thinking about this first draw. I think they'll be taking the ball down to their attacking end and trying to hold on to it, give their defence a bit of a rest. They've been working hard so far, and Australia just need to get themselves established in this game.
Indeed, and if I'm speaking to the England squad, I'm saying we've got the run of play. Don't let this timeout disrupt it. Come out fierce, come out strong, win this next draw control, keep that momentum going. Very loud, festive atmosphere here at Peppermill Playing Fields.
So Hannah Thurston now in for the draw for England. She'll face up against Kari Somerville. And that one gets into an Australian stick. So Kari Somerville coming up with her own draw.
Well, Australia would have hoped they would have come up with that first draw after calling a timeout, and indeed they did. Number 9, Kari Somerville, happy to bring the ball behind, get everybody settled in. Look, they're checking for offsides here. Umpire satisfied, so we'll just restart. Number 1 carrying behind just now, Stephanie Kelly. Eyes up, looking for the feed. There's a bit of a stack up top. Now the stack is broken, and number 3, Rebecca Lane carrying. A lot of motion in this attack. Oh, nice look inside. Number 1, goal. Stephanie Kelly. From number 3, Rebecca Lane, yeah.
Brilliant goal by Australia, exactly what they wanted after that timeout. Beck Lane and Steph Kelly have worked really well together all tournament. And as we see a replay of that goal now, lefty Steph Kelly, perfect feed right into her stick from Beck Lane.
So much motion off ball, it's hard for defenders to track. For those who don't play lacrosse, it's very hard to track the ball and the motion of your attacker because your head is constantly turning, and as soon as an attacker sees the back of the player's head, we call it a ponytail cut. As soon as she sees that ponytail, off she goes. Nice cut from the top there. 4-1 to England just now. England have this draw control.
Kari Somerville doing a great job of getting the ball to her attacking end, but the England defence coming up with these. Another draw for England. They lead draw controls 3-2. Theo Quast there penalised for the foul. Tilly Shires will pass the ball back to Amelia Miller. Amelia Miller over to Bex Jordash. Good footwork there by the England midfielder. She'll pass the ball off to Liv Wimpenny. Alice Cranwell to Tilly Shires. Back to Liv Wimpenny, looking for a bit of space at the top. England like to drive from the top. And here's Liv Wimpenny looking to get inside. Liv thought she was fouled there, but nothing given. She finally draws the foul.
Certainly was selling the fact that she was hit in the head on that drive, but hard to see from here. Umpire didn't see the call the first time, but saw a push a bit later on in the drive. Here's Wimpenny again with the ball. Her eyes are up as if she may feed here.
Must be just outside the 11-metre, Dave, because they haven't cleared the area. So she'll move it on to Tilly Shires at the top. Feed in gathered by Australia 15, Bridget Hogan. And back to their goalkeeper, Eliza Morgan. Hayley Fuss comes to get the clear. Oh, nice attempt at the interception there from England. Sasha Polnick's bringing the ball out of defence, finding Beck Lane. Beck Lane down the left-hand side, looking for some help behind. Sarah Smith is there but not used. Beck Lane happy just to hold on to the ball. Pressured behind by Alice Cranwell. England happy to mark the attackers behind the goal, not allowing Australia an easy outlet to behind the cage. Theo Quast now from the top left-hand side, an area she's very happy to drive from. She moves it on to Steph Kelly. Steph Kelly, a lefty for Australia. Theo Quast and Steph Kelly will move the ball between them at the top of the 15. Eleanor Bishop now getting involved. Theo Quast fancies a run. Oh, and off the post from Theo Quast. England pick up the rebound and will play it back to Mimi Ruiz.
Well, good look there from Australia, just off the post. They had a bit of an ISO on that one. They put 3 of their attackers over in the right-hand elbow of the 11-meter, and that opened up the left-hand side. Good look at goal, but didn't quite go in.
It's a move that's worked very well for Australia all week. Theo Quast driving from the top left-hand side of the 15. It's obviously a place she's very comfortable driving from. Just denied on that occasion by the post.
England having to be very careful in transition here, making very careful transition passes. Not so much looking to fast break, looking to keep possession.
Liv Wimpenny at the top now. Lots of pressure on her from the Australian defence. They don't want to allow her time on the ball at all. Here she is again. Pressured by Bridget Hogan. Feed into the hole. Lucy Delaney there. Plays in Taya Jackson, who does exactly the right thing, driving into the crowded 11, drawing the shooting space foul.
They've been posting Tilly Shires in the hole there, and sometimes that's to feed it into them so that you can have an opportunity to score from that position, or is to draw shooting space. That appears to be what England did there.
Well, on that occasion, Tilly was definitely looking for the shot, just didn't get enough power on it. And Eliza Morgan was able to come up with a good save.
Ball out of bounds, possession given to number 17, Eleanor Bishop of Australia. We're at 4-1 to England over Australia just now. 15 minutes, 24 seconds remaining in the first 30-minute half of this bronze medal match at the 2015 FIL Rathbones Women's Under-19 World Championship in Edinburgh, Scotland. Lots of good action here. Dave Simpson along with Ilse Stott. And Australia are on the attack.
So Australia through Steph Kelly, bringing the ball behind, driving that left crease. Steph Kelly is a lefty, always looking to drive that left-hand crease. The pass goes down, but Australia will come up with it through Eleanor Bishop. Eleanor Bishop to Kari Somerville. Kari Somerville now at the top. Not so much pressure out on ball from the England defence. Happy for Australia just to move that ball around in a relatively danger-free zone at the top there. Sarah Smith now getting involved in the action. Got a bit of space on this right-hand side. Steps round. And the England defence will be pretty happy with that angle they forced. And Emma Adams can bring the ball out.
Nice half of play from Mimi Ruiz. She had a number of very good saves. It's number 10, Ellie Hillier, carrying the ball up the pitch. Under a bit of pressure, she chooses to drop the ball to number 9, Amelia Miller. That's a drop pass, not dropping the ball literally. Emma Adams now. Good speed on across the restrainer. Alex Drew's stick went to ground there, but no foul called. Possession to Australia, number 17, Eleanor Bishop.
So some slightly frantic play here in the midfield, but England ultimately have come up with that ball. India Rose May now. Back to Amelia Miller.
Ilse coming out of that timeout, it's been pretty even play so far. Both teams getting good looks at goal, but not quite putting it in. We're at 4-1 to England over Australia.
Much more even now, Dave. Australia have managed to get on the ball, have a spell of possession. I still think England on top though. England having the ball in their attacking end. Liv Wimpenny seeing a lot of the ball from the top. Freya Savage off to Fini Ruiz. Back to Liv Wimpenny. Alice Cranwell now. Trying to find a bit of space on her right hand side. Playing in Alex Drew. Great save by the Australian goalkeeper.
An especially difficult save because it was deflected on the way in. Good reflex there from number 8, Eliza Morgan.
Brilliant work between Alice Cranwell and Alex Drew there. Really good understanding. And England have retained possession. They will have the ball with Lucy Delaney on the goal line extended. She plays it behind to Taya Jackson. Ball goes down. Lucy Delaney able to pick up the loose ball though. Finds Liv Wimpenny at the top with some space. She'll be looking to exploit this space. Feeds into Alice Cranwell. Great feed by Liv Wimpenny into Alice Cranwell, but the shot was saved. England again have picked up the rebound and they will keep the pressure on Australia here.
England are getting good looks from posting players inside. Number 5 is in just now, Alice Cranwell. Fini Ruiz looking for an option. And she'll get one through Alex Drew. Alex Drew drives in. Good slide from Australia, but there's some space opened up for Taya Jackson. And Taya Jackson just crowded out, but illegally so, according to the referee. I'd have to say the Australian slide was very slow to see that, and then they were a step behind. And sometimes when that happens, you'll find a defensive player will reach with her hands and her stick, usually resulting in a foul call, rather than getting there with their body as they should. So a little slow to respond there on the defensive slide. I believe it's offsetting calls. Charge and a block. So it will be a thrown ball then. Number 3 from Australia, Rebecca Lane. Number 13, Taya Jackson for England. Umpires are repositioning the players. 11 minutes just over. 11 minutes left. 4-1 to England over Australia. And here's your thrown ball. Possession to England.
Great take by Taya Jackson on that throw. But then some really nice pressure from the Australian defender. And she will win the turnover for the foul. Good interception by Sasha Polnitz. Australia needing some big moments in defence here, and Sasha coming up with one there. She'll play Beck Lane. Beck Lane up to Sarah Smith. Sarah Smith under pressure from India Rose May, but the Australian does well. She's still going. She's finally slowed down by the England defender Freya Savage. But there's a foul there on the Australian number 11. It's a minor foul, the call is a held check. So it's only on the 15. Beck Lane at the top, up against Amelia Miller. Good drive by Beck Lane, looking for the free player. Olivia Parker into the action. Kari Somerville now from the top. Kari Somerville looking for a drive. No angle, good defending by England. Kari Somerville will run it all the way around the back, and we'll find Theo Quass at the top, who moves it on to Eleanor Bishop. Eleanor Bishop looking to drive. England defence doing a good job of forcing the Australian attacks into poor angles. So Australia so far happy to just move the ball around, retain possession. Sarah Smith now looking for the right-hand crease drive. Brilliant finish on the crease drive from Sarah Smith. Just one step past goal line extended and fired the ball past Nini Ruiz. Good goal from Australia.
Well, England, by and large, doing a terrific job on defense there. But when you have long defensive stands like that, concentration can flag. And I think that's what happened there. Somebody missed a slide, and Sarah Smith had a good look at goal. And here's your replay.
Yeah, the cut across from Beck Lane just slightly blocked the England defender, number 14, India Rose May. meaning that she couldn't quite get to the goal line extended before Sarah Smith did, allowing Sarah Smith to get 1 or 2 steps past, which was all the space she needed to get her shot away.
As we set up this next draw, I'll just let you know that New Zealand and Japan played earlier for the 5th place match. New Zealand took that 10-8 in overtime. And then coming up later today, the gold medal match, Canada versus the United States. That's at 3 o'clock local time. We're at 12:45 right now.
Draw to Australia. Eleanor Bishop picking up the loose ball. She's pursued by 2 England defenders, but does well, finds Beck Lane. Beck Lane finds Steph Kelly behind. So good responses from Australia, getting themselves back into this game. Steph Kelly behind, looking for a feed, in the ready position, ready to feed. England marking cut as well though. She finds Theo Quass at the top. Theo Quass looking for a drive. Good defending by Emma Adams for England.
Great footwork by the English defender there, Emma Adams. Really some nice dodges going on there, and she really kept her concentration, kept her footwork together, not fooled by the dodges. Well done. Bit of an ISO now.
So Australia just having a little cluster at the top, trying to create some space for Beck Lane. She cuts inside. Yeah, good work by Beck Lane. England defenders were caught in a clump on the 11, allowing Beck Lane a little bit of space to dodge and weave her way through to get a shot off.
That's 1 goal and 1 assist for Rebecca Lane in this first half of play. It is now timeout to England. England 4, Australia 3 with 8 minutes and 11 seconds remaining. Here's the replay, just really quick, of this goal. Nice dodge there. There was a slow flag. She was fouled on her way in. She took the shot, found the back of the net. Well done.
So Australia came out of the pool round seeded 3, England seeded 4. This meant in the first knockout game, England faced Wales, which they won 12-4. They then, in the semi-final, faced the USA, and they lost that game 20-4. Australia played Japan in their quarter-final match. Were given a little bit of a scare early on by Japan, but ended up running away 13-4 winners. And they then lost to Canada in their semi-final match, 17-3.
Also, just a bit about this tournament, the FIL Rathbones Women's Under-19 World Championship. There are 14 teams participating. There are 4 teams that have never played in this tournament before. They are the Republic of Korea, Colombia, Israel, and Finland. Of course, we're in the championship bracket here, but it is the fastest growing sport in the world. It's great to see more teams out playing at this level. At the same time, there's been an Under-18 festival tournament taking place. 18 teams participating in that.
Yeah, I had the privilege of commentating on the Colombia-Finland game yesterday, but both those countries new to this tournament, and Colombia in particular only been playing lacrosse for the best part of a year, and to see the sport growing in countries like Colombia, absolutely brilliant to see.
And Colombia have become a bit of a mascot of the other teams. Everybody loves to see them out here giving their best effort. So really a nice camaraderie throughout the tournament between all of these teams. They're friends off the pitch, but when the whistle blows, it's all go, it's all fight. So here we go for the next draw. 8 minutes, 11 seconds remaining. 4 to England, 3 to Australia.
Huge noise from the England crowd here. It's quite difficult to even hear ourselves think here. And they will enjoy that draw. England winning that draw cleanly. Freya Savage coming up with a nice draw. Ellie Hillier into the action. And ball goes down from Alex Drew, but she's able to pick up the ground ball.
So again, Elsa, as coaches, we call timeouts to change momentum. So as England called a timeout, they want to get that first draw control and get the first look at goal, and indeed they've done so. Worked for Australia earlier, so here we go. England on the attack.
Lucy delayed into Tilly Shires. Tilly Shires looking to drive from the top. Tried to feed in her teammate, but the ball went to ground. And that's brought up by Beck Lane. Beck Lane to Kari Somerville. Good transition here from Australia. Kari Somerville looking to push the fast break. Good defending by England. Ellie Hillier forcing Corey Somerville behind. Here's Steph Kelly. Steph Kelly looking to feed. Australia will set up a stack at the top, sending cutters off. England covering them well so far. Sarah Smith is an outlet to the top to Brianna Richards. Eleanor Bishop having a drive, but England defence does well. Theo Quast now at the top. Theo Quast to Sarah Smith. So Beck Lane and Steph Kelly again behind for Australia. Seeing if they can work
England
something.
looking to perhaps to double behind here. They're putting some pressure behind. There goes the double. Australia have passed out of it. England perhaps not satisfied to let Australia hold back there and feed off of this high stack. Looking to put some more pressure on. Bit of an errant feed there.
Yeah, good high pressure from England behind, forcing the Australians into an error there on the feed. Defensive game plan working well there for England.
Just crossing 6 minutes remaining. Emma Adams over to Bex Jordash. Onto Ellie Hillier. Again, quite patient in transition, are they? They're not looking to push, not looking for the fast break, slow break so much, England.
Yeah, Australia doing a nice job with their midfield press, so England having to be a bit patient, having to work the ball around, try and find the gaps. They've done it well on this occasion, down into their attacking end. So high pressure out by the Australian defence. A little bit too much high pressure, according to the referee. And Taya Jackson will have the ball in her stick with her defender 4 metres behind and a bit of space in front of her towards the goal. Here comes the slide from Sarah Smith. Looking to feed Liv Wimpenny. Liv Wimpenny, bottom left-hand corner. No mistake from the England captain. Brilliant finish by Liv Wimpenny. England 5, Australia 3. 5 minutes and 16 seconds left on the clock in this first half.
Yeah, Taya Jackson with the feed there to Wimpenny. Really classic cut from the top. Got enough space on her strong hand. Found a nice lane to goal. Terrific finish.
Great angle on the replay there from the camera. You get a perfect idea of the placement of that shot right inside the bottom left-hand corner, giving the goalkeeper absolutely no chance on that one.
Well, the quality of goalkeeping here at this tournament has been very high, so you have to be a good finisher to put the ball in the back of the net. That was textbook. You need to change levels, put in a fake if you can, and placement with power, and Wimpenny had it all. And now Wimpenny's got the draw control for England. Nice double team from Australia, but a bit too much pressure there. Possession to Wimpenny. Well, we call this the drop and switch in lacrosse. So they've felt pressure on this side of the pitch, so they passed backwards. That's the drop. Switch sides of the pitch, that's the switch. And looking for a better angle to get into the attacking portion of the pitch. Here's number 13 from England, Taya Jackson carrying.
Tilly Shires here now on the ball for England. High pressure by the Australian defence, but Tilly Shires does well, take the ball behind. She's looking to drive that crease, and she trips as she attempts the crease roll. She will get the hash mark, and the 11 metres will be cleared for an 11-metre penalty attempt for Tilly Shires. Brilliant composure by Tilly Shires, rode a couple of challenges, given a big bump by the defender, but still able to put a nice rising shot in. England 6, Australia 3.
And here's the replay. Tilly Shires got a step on her strong side defender, stepped in front of her, did not have a shot, but showed some nice patience, sidearm shot in the back of the net. And here she is again. Didn't take this look, but continued her attack and found space to go. Nice finish there from Tilly Shires.
Brilliant attacking by Tilly Shires. Clean draw again for England. Amelia Miller Amelia Miller into transition. She'll move the ball off behind. Oh, Tilly Shire's coming in at speed. The feed was just a little bit high for her. She was unable to get her quick stick shot off, and Australia will break. Hayley Fuss now with the ball in midfield. Hayley Fuss looking for some help, finds it from Kari Somerville. Kari Somerville at the top. Kari Somerville was looking for the shot, but no option. India Rose May will come up with the ball for England, out to Mimi Ruiz. Mimi Ruiz to Zoe Thirst.
Looks like Kari Somerville tried to roll dodge there without switching hands, and so the ball went to ground.
I think Kari Somerville was looking for a shooting space call there, but not given on that occasion.
So just crossing 3 minutes remaining in the first half. England 3, England 6, Australia 3. Again, England being patient in transition here. Possession being the name of the game. Nice check from the Australian number 3, Rebecca Lane. But bit of contact there, so ball given to number 23, Zoe Thirsh of England. Umpires positioning the players. 2.5 minutes.
So England with a 3-goal lead will be pretty happy to take a bit of time off this clock. They'll just be looking for good options. They're not going to be forcing the ball in. Alex Drew with the ball behind. Pressured by Audrey Fittall. Alex Drew though moves the ball to the top. Hannah Thurston now finding Tilly Shires. Liv Wimpenny over to Alex Drew.
Australia stepping out on the ball, forcing the ball to keep moving here. Although Wimpenny's happy to hold for now. So we're in yellow flag, so under 2 minutes remaining, just crossing 1:50.
It looks like Australia doing a special marking job on Liv Wimpenny, which is probably sensible. She's had a big impact on this game so far, with 3 goals.
England likely playing for last shot here, although they are cutting off of this stack at the top.
Good composure by England. Everyone looking very solid on the ball. Happy just to hold, sustain some pressure from Australia.
Instructions being called in from the sidelines of England. They'll be calling in the time remaining from the sidelines so the players know without having to look up. We're just crossing 50 seconds. They've posted Wimpenny inside. We're just about at the red flag, and we have just 30 seconds remaining. Did try to feed inside, roll past Wimpenny.
Dangerous there by England, feeding in. Still 30 seconds left, and Australia will have an opportunity to clear here and get the last goal of the game. But there's an overthrow there.
There was plenty of time on the clock there, but Australia got a bit impatient.
Good pressure by the Australian number 9, Kari Somerville. Into Theo Quast, but the ball goes down. Theo Quast to Kari Somerville. 2 seconds left. She'll want to get a shot off. And she does get a shot off, but Mimi Ruiz comes up with a save. So, half-time score, Australia 3, England 6.
Okay, we're going to take a little time here also to look at some of the goals from the first half.
First goal was Alex Drew, cutting inside. Left-handed shot. Alex Drew scored 2 goals in this half so far.
Nice feed into the post there.
That was an error from the Australian goalkeeper and defender, allowing Alex Drew a wide-open 15 in which to exploit and take a shot.
We have that terrific crossbody shot there from Liv Wimpenny.
Nice play between the Australian number 1, number 3, Steph Kelly, Beck Lane, combining nicely for a good quick stick finish from Steph Kelly.
And here's Australia.
Sarah Smith driving the crease. Defender just getting caught up with a cutter. Good finish by Sarah Smith.
In Australia, had the runner play for a while.
Beck Lane cutting inside there. Nice finish from the Australian number 3.
And then England started to get momentum back.
Liv Wimpenny.
And here's a free position. Again, tremendous patience. Got great sidearm shot here. Lovely. And there you have it, 6-3 in this